special name for people like you.
It's the audience.
No, it's called grown-ups, isn't? And what we don't understand about grown-ups is the fact that they can't make their minds up.
That's right. By day, you tell your children to be kind and responsible and quiet.
Yes, but when night falls, you insist on telling them stories.
Oh, but not just any stories. Oh, no. Fairy stories in which
Cinderella stays out all night.
Little Red Riding Hood, a miner, is sent into the woods on her own by her own mother.
Goldilocks gets away with breaking and entering.
Pinocchio tells lies. And Aladdin is a thief.
Oi! Shocking.
So don't blame us if this isn't like Disney. If there's death, destruction and doom. Ooh. You gave us these stories, and now we will do with them as we like.
And right now, well, we're going to have to do the best that we possibly can because the narrator's gone missing.
Well, not only him, Thumbelina and the Ugly Duckling, they've gone too.
Yes, and without the narrator, nobody knows what to do.
Here, you mean with a complete crisis going on and no one has the first idea how to sort it out?
Well, fancy that.
Do I rub the lamp or so I continue living in poverty?
Do I believe these beans are magic? Or should I ask what the return policy is?
And which of you chokers put these in my bed?
Without the narrator, who will give us a happily ever after? Fairyland just doesn't seem fair anymore.
What a bunch of losers.
And hurry up with them bog rolls and all.
Oh, she is so common.
Let's take off in the blue.
Hello. Have any of you seen a flying monkey round here? Goes by the name of Gerald?
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm sort of waiting for someone.
Who?
You wouldn't know him.
Well, when are you meeting him?
Well, he should be here by now. The book said that he would cut down thorns and climb over a wall so he could, fall in love with me.
He likes climbing.
I guess. What do you want?
I'm waiting for someone too. He likes climbing, but not over walls.
Over what?
Are you thick? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair.
But that's not your real hair. That's not anyone's hair. That's just fabric.
I've wanted long hair for a long time, but every time he got to that mid-length stage, I got bored and gave it a bit of a cut. Anyways, they say love is blind and that when you're in love, you see what you want to see.
I don't want to make sweeping generalisations, but men aren't exactly observant, are they? All I need to do is change out of my posh frock and they don't even recognise me.
Don't touch that. What with COVID, I haven't updated my first aid certificate. So, you're all waiting for someone, are you? I hate waiting. It's boring.
Well, yeah, but that's what we're supposed to do. I wait in my tower until a man comes to rescue me.
My stepmother killed my father and could be plotting to kill me too, but it's okay in the end.
Yeah, I've got a witch casting spells on me, but it all gets sorted in the end.
But he hasn't turned up yet, this bloke.
Not yet, but he will.
But what if he doesn't?
But he will.
Aren't you scared you'll be murdered by your stepmother? Or you'll sleep for too long and wet the bed? Or you'll run out of food and starve to death? Or you'll eat something poisonous?
No!
What? I haven't checked your good boy and good girl list. It's in there, actually. That one over there, Ken Davidson, 72. 62 on Facebook. Naughty list. Naughty man.
Don't you find all this waiting boring?
Yeah.
Well, don't just sit around complaining. Get up and actually do something. Don't you know the ugly duckling and the narrator have gone missing? We could go look for them.
What?
Well, it's less boring than standing here. What does he look like?
Oh.
He's about 6'3", with dark hair and tight trousers.
And he's really strong.
What's his name?
Prince Charming.
Hang on a minute. Oh, how vexing.
That cheating little...
If he's not dead, I'll kill him.
Really?
No, I'll just sit here probably.
What about at least standing up and looking positive? If you're waiting for something to come and entertain you, you'll be waiting a very long time. All the theatres are shut. Why don't you just get off your fat behinds and do something about it? Go and find something you want to do. Look at Little Red Riding Hood. She went out and found herself an adventure.
Yeah, and nearly got eaten by a wolf.
Well, it wasn't boring, was it?
I guess not.
She might be little, but...
She's got bite, determination and...
I love her new wolfskin coat.
I wonder if they have those in designer outlet.
Right, I'm off.
Where are you off to?
I'm going to find the narrator and the rest of them. Who's with me?
Oh, wait for me. I'll get my friends from my babble to help.
I said we'll all help the witch to find an innovator.
Why should we trust her? She's the Wicked Witch.
The clue was in the title.
Because I've heard there's a giant on the loose. And I'm not going to sit around waiting to get crushed. I'm going to do something about it. Who's with me?
Do we have to?
Who are you looking at? Looks like someone's got a girlfriend.
Ooh! Are they coming?
Looks like it.
I'm in.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of a little girl with golden hair.
Ah!
Buddy up.
And before we go, does anyone want to use the toilet?
Be they alive.
Can you wait?
Oi!
Ah, pizza.
Ugh.
What on earth was that?
I don't know, but the earth hasn't moved like that for me for years.
allowed to go to Barnard Castle?
Because that's where all the best fairy tales are from.
Is this the way to Barnard Castle? I can't see why there's so much hassle. Just sweet Marie in Barnard Castle, although she keeps away from me. Is this the way to Barnard Castle? I can't see why there's so much hassle. Just sweet Marie in Barnard Castle, although she keeps away from me.
Oh, Darren, is that people quick and early? You're holding everyone up. Come on.
Hey, Gretel. There's an oven in here, in case we need it for later.
Oh yeah.
Hold it! This is the place. I'm moving in here in case there's another lockdown. Don't want to get caught out again.
But you can't live here.
Come on.
Shh, the witch is coming.
Hey look, the butcher's is closed. Hooray!
Don't tell me to do dirty little corner. Don't ruin the day.
Oh wow, Gretel, look at all those fires. Wow.
You're a right pair of pyromaniacs. Kids today.
We travelled through golden fields.
Are we nearly there yet, Aladdin?
No, honestly, Red Riding Hood.
I'm crossing the River of Dreams.
Get on with it!
No. So we all set off for the enchanted forest, somewhere near Barnard Castle.
Is this on? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's nearly time for the raffle. What do you mean we can't have a raffle? We always have a raffle. It's why half the audience come. See what's fallen off Santa's sleigh this year. Oh. So I suppose there's no tea and cakes, sweet stall in the rotunda and quick drink in the bar either. Here, what am I going to do with 500 chalk ices? Justine! So are we going to raise a bit of cash for good causes? You can't just ask people for money. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we know that things are a bit tight at the moment, but if anyone would like to contribute this year, any kind donations will go to St Mary's Church Roof Appeal in Rickle, the Riccallish Allsorts, because after all we've all still got some bills to pay, and the Candlelighters Charity in Leeds. Now they look after children with cancer and their families whilst they're in hospital, and they do a tremendous job. So maybe we'll put some details on the end of the film for our Just Giving page. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the movie. Oh, and just to let you know, we have found Gerald the Flying Monkey, and he's tipped for a top job in the next cabinet reshuffle.
Then, finally, everyone reached the enchanted forest.
Hang on, I've lost my shoe.
Not again. I'm tired.
Don't eat that.
We've been walking all day and there's no sign of them.
Or Prince Charming.
Or the ugly duckling. Or the little mermaid.
Oh, this is pointless. We need to split up if we have any chance of finding them.
OK, Jack, you head north. Cinderella, you go east. And Sleeping Beauty and you guys are going west with me.
What about south?
That's where we've just come from. Honestly, this one's not the sharpest tool in the box.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead. As they say.
Are you sure you want to go west? I mean, it's a bit of a cliché for the Wicked Witch.
People will call you names.
And once you've got a nickname, it'll be difficult to shake off. People start calling you it, and then their kids will start calling you it, and then their kids.
For your information, my name is Elphaba Blair.
Any relation to Tony?
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm not that bad. For your information, I have written a musical which will explain it all to future generations and clear my name. It's wicked. Right, meet back here at sunset.
We will start life new together. This is what we'll do. Go west, life is peaceful there. Go west, in the open air. Go west, where the skies are blue. Go west,
Sorry.
this is what we're gonna do. There where the air is free, we'll be what we want to be. Now if we make a stand, we'll find our promised land. To go there are many ways to live there, in the sun or shade. Together we will find a place to settle, where there's so much space without rush, and a place that needs a hustling, rustling just to feed. I know, ready to leave too. So that's what we are gonna do. Go west, life is peaceful there. Go west, in the open air. Go west, where the skies are blue. Go west, this is what we're gonna do. Go west, life is peaceful there. Go west, in the open air. Go west, baby, you and me. Go west, this is our destiny. Go west, sunny winter time. Go west, we will feel just fine. Go west, where the skies are blue. Go west, this is what we're gonna do. Go west.
Hang on, girls. Oh, where have they gone?
Ah, so. And where do you think you're going to, young lady? I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Really?
Because I'm angry. We got 2 million COVID tests to do in our garage. This rate will never hit our target.
I'm going to find the narrator.
Don't make me count, young lady. You're going straight home to put the dinner on.
No, I'm not. Why can't Buttons do it?
Because it's not his job to. Oh, all this adventure, it's just not ladylike.
Why can't they do it?
Because I love them more. Now, do you want to end up on the naughty step?
You think you're the cat's pyjamas, don't you? Well, you're not. You're not going anywhere near that narrator. He says nasty things about me.
Yes, he makes us look bad.
But you are bad. You killed my father and made me do child labour while these two started a hate campaign. I had to delete my Twitter account.
Oh, yes, yes. We got Cinderella smells like poo trending.
You shout at me, kick me.
I don't care what you say. You're coming home to do the chores.
Yes, the narrator lives in the real world, right on the edge of fairy tale land. Look at you. You wouldn't last a single day in the real world.
And your only friends are 3 bears, 3 blind mice, and 3 little piggies.
Yeah.
And a cat with fabulous dress sense.
Why don't you make friends with your own species?
Stop right there, ladies. I'm sick of it. Living in a world where I get bullied by a wolf.
Yeah! Or getting burgled by a child. The youth of today. She didn't even get an ASBO.
Disgraceful!
Cinderella, you're coming with us.
Cinderella, don't go with them.
Cinderella?
Cinderella! People will always try to hold you back, but you can't keep running away from your problems. You have to face them.
No, I'm not going.
Cinderella?
Take one more step and I'll...
Make a coat out of their skin?
No.
Cook them for breakfast instead of porridge.
No.
Cut off their toes with a carving knife.
No. Violence is not the answer.
Oh.
I'll report them to the authorities and they'll have to do community service teaching drama to children.
Oh, please! Anything but that!
Don't forget Mother. He's out of my way. He's that horrible child in the left.
Quick, let's get out of here! Quick, run, run, run!
Do you think I'd look good with long hair? Do you think Prince Charming would like it?
You're quite self-obsessed, aren't you?
How would you feel if you'd been locked up in a tower your entire life?
If you didn't have long hair, how did your mother get in and out of the tower?
The door.
What?
The door.
The door?
Yeah, building regs. There was a door at the bottom of the stairs.
If you weren't trapped, then why didn't you leave?
Didn't want to rock the boat, I guess. There seemed to be a plan.
The plan was, let me say, marginally better than pants.
You don't know that.
Well, Prince Charming didn't show up, did he?
He might just be running late.
Maybe his lunch date with Cinderella ran over.
Shut up.
Grow up a bit and take some responsibility for yourselves. You can't expect someone else to deliver you your future. You have to get out there and make things happen.
Why should I listen to you? You're the Wicked Witch.
Have I done anything wicked since you met me?
Well, no. So why are you called the Wicked Witch?
When someone is too afraid to try and they fail, they try and drag down people who are doing well to make themselves feel better.
What do you mean?
I'm the victim of bad press.
Oh, she's right. What do you want?
Prince Charming.
You're a ridiculous individual. You're so busy dreaming about something that's never going to happen that you can't see what's right in front of you.
What about you then? What do you want?
Really? I want to bake.
You want to what?
You heard. I like baking. And I like you.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
I think he means you.
Be he alive or be he dead?
Did he just say he liked me?
We're about to get killed by a giant. Now is not the time to be updating your relationship status on Facebook.
Which way did the giant go? Oh, the sat-nav in my wand isn't working.
Are you a fairy godmother?
Oh, well done, dear. Now, can you read a map? Because we need to get out of here or we may be crushed by a giant.
But you're a fairy godmother. Can't you grant, like, wishes?
I'm afraid it's just cosmetic. No new dresses, hair straighteners. Unless the giant wants an iPhone, I'm afraid we're out of luck.
Well, that's helpful.
The giant's wandered off into the wood. We should be all right.
Could you get me hair extensions then?
Well, I could try, but what have you done to deserve them? I mean, Cinderella puts in a 50-hour week.
Oh, that's a shame. If I get a job, could I get extensions?
Possibly.
So there's no magic involved in being a fairy godmother then?
Heavens, no. It's just superficial. You see, I give people stuff for their outside, which gives them the confidence to do the things they were always capable of. Deep down, I just give them a boost. The magic is provided by them. Well, at the moment, I think what we need to do is find everyone else and stay safe. So, let's go.
We walked deep into the enchanted forest.
Where exactly are we?
I can't see the wood for the trees.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Oh no, I've seen enough horror films to know that a group of teens in the woods in black and white does not end well for us.
What would Elphaba do? I wish Blair the Witch was here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Don't worry, I've got a feeling I'm going to steal all the giant's gold and kill her.
Why?
Just a hunch.
That's a horrible thing to say. I haven't done anything to you.
You've been terrorising the kingdom.
Didn't mean to.
You killed Goldilocks.
No, I didn't. I just gave her a bit of a scare. She's quite small. I'm quite tall. She was surprised.
What about all that Be They Alive stuff?
All right. I was a bit scary. They made me do it.
Who's they?
The Brothers Grimm. I was lonely, you see. People usually run away when I try to make friends. So I asked them to change my ending.
But that's not right. I'm supposed to kill you, or at the very least take your golden hen.
Now you leave Bob the chicken alone. Anyhow, who says I can't have a happy ending just because I look a little different?
So they said they'd give you a happy ending in exchange for being scary?
Yeah.
So, do you know where Prince Charming is?
And the rest of them.
Yes, the Brothers Grimm have got them. I'd made friends with the Ugly Duckling, the Little Mermaid, and the narrator. I invited them round to play. We had a pool party. Well, they did. I'm a bit too big to swim in the sink. Then the Brothers Grimm came in and said they'd hold them prisoner until everyone in the kingdom was terrified.
I've got 2 words for you, Mr. Wolf. Wolfskin coat.
Oh, but I want a different ending.
Tag along with the rest of us, dearie. I've had enough of this dreary black and white.
Why do you want to terrify everyone? As if I've got enough to worry about.
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
All right, we will. We'll get the others and go to where they live and demand they set everyone free, and we'll all have a happy ending.
Yeah!
Now all we need to do is go back and find the others.
I left a trail of breadcrumbs.
I was hungry.
Oh.
So now we have to find the castle of the Brothers Grimm.
There aren't many castles around here.
I'll show you the way.
Thanks. What's your name?
Grace.
Come on, Grace. Don't tread on us. Grace took us back to meet the others.
What have you got there? She's got a Scotch egg.
Finally, a substantial meal.
Have you been listening to Strange Little Men again?
They've got to be around here somewhere.
The Brothers Grimm aren't here right now, so leave a message after the tone, and we'll get back to you. Beep!
Let me 3 people.
Oops!
Right, we found them.
Lunchtime!
Hang on, they're not going to be much use to us dead.
Aww.
Please don't hurt us!
You bullied Grace, kidnapped the narrator, and gave us all a nasty scare.
I vote we kill them. With a carving knife! Yeah!
No!
Look, just give us back the narrator, then no one gets hurt and we can all have our happy endings back.
But what about me? I don't want to kill the giant anymore.
Well, you just have to be your own author.
What?
Write your own story. If you don't like your story, change it. I did.
So does that mean when I grow up I'd have to burn you alive?
Well, that would work for me.
When I grow up, out to your brave knights.
And I want to start my own business.
And I want to be a tree.
Okay.
And what do you want to be?
We don't. We just want to write it down and you do it.
So we get to do all the living and dying, and you just sit there.
Pretty much.
But why?
Because they're afraid. And they want us to be afraid too. Because if they can't have a happy ending, they don't want anyone else to either. And because if you're afraid, you can be bullied and controlled. So, now who's got a guilty conscience? Who wants to change their ending?
I was afraid of Cinderella, and so I made her think that she was powerless to change her situation. I'm sorry.
We were wrong.
Yes, you were.
All right, don't rub it in.
And what have you two got to say for yourselves anyway?
Sorry!
That's all very well, but what about Prince Charming?
He never existed. He's just a myth.
I'm afraid you're stuck with him.
But he's weird.
Who isn't? It's just about finding the kind of weird you can live with.
And who'll put up with you. And where's the narrator?
Riddlington. He got tired of commentating on everybody else's lives, decided to get one of his own.
He's bought a caravan by the sea.
With the Little Mermaid.
We'll let you off on one condition.
Anything.
Stop spreading all these stories. You make people think they don't have a choice.
But what would we do if we stopped telling everyone what to do?
You could live.
But we're scared.
Well, that makes sense. Living is scary stuff.
But you seem to have managed it.
We just do our best.
We're not perfect.
I am. He's not. But we just get on with it.
But what do we do if it all goes wrong?
You've just got to dance like nobody's watching.
Love like you'll never be hurt.
Sing like there's nobody listening.
And live like it's heaven on earth.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, mums and dads, grandmas and granddads, to cut a long story 5 minutes shorter,
We were busy writing our own endings.
And I'm going to be a hairdresser.
And I'm going to open my own cake shop.
And I'm going to be a tree surgeon.
And I'm running marathons. In sensible shoes.
And I'm going to Selby College to study fashion and textiles. And I'm a banker.
You said he was a thief.
Only joking. I open an antique shop and I specialise in lamps.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching
Nobody can tell
Louise
ya.
and Neil.
There's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya,
Kaylee.
'cause it hangs them up to see someone like
Richard
you.
and Neve.
But you gotta make your own kind
Laura.
of music. Sing your own special
Zach
song.
and Craig.
Make your own kind of
Amy.
music, even if nobody else sings
Richard.
along. You're gonna
James.
be nowhere, the loneliest kind
Isabel.
of lonely. It may be rough going,
Millie.
just to do your things, the hardest thing to
Manju.
do. But you gotta
Ruby.
make your own kind of music. Sing your
Ilana.
own special song. Make your own kind
Izzy.
of music, even if nobody else sings along. Hey.
Tommy.
So if you can
Jane.
take my hand,
The children of Riccallish Primary School.
and if you must be gone,
Linda.
I will understand.
Ellis, Ada and Mabel.
Kids today.
Izzy. Caitlin and Lily.
Make your own kind
Pat.
of music, even if nobody else sings
Ken
along.
and Kaz.
Make your
Liz.
own kind of music, sing your own special song.
Jeff and Noel.
Make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Hey, sing with me. Oh, along.
Well, as you know, this year's been very different, isn't it? So we've had to do things differently as well. So thank you for watching our panto. Anyway, for this to happen, we've got to thank lots of people. Firstly, to all the local businesses and our army of supporters who've helped us on the way. Yes, and we've also got to thank the cast. They've endured some elements. The cold, the rain, the wind. Did he get that problem sorted? Yes, also we've got to thank Jeff. With his camera and his big thing. What's it? It's called a tripod, yes. Well, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for your patience. You filmed us once or twice, haven't you? Anyway, we've also got to thank Pen and Cat. Cat and Pet. No, it's not that. It's Ken and Pat. Because without their detailed planning, without their patience, and their massive creativity, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you, Ken and Pat. And also, I've got a few thank yous for myself, really, to the tree surgeons, yes, who did me hair, to Podget and Scarper for the plastering services, for doing me makeup, yes. And Justin, thank you for the thermal herbal remedy. The rash is nearly gone. Also, for the army of superfans out there, don't forget, I'm on Insta. I've also got my own YouTube channel, so like, comment, subscribe!
And cut.
Candlelights have been a tower of strength to us. They've held our hand in the darkest hours. They've made us laugh at times. They've been there when we've wanted to cry. And nobody judges you. It's the true friends.
Candlelight support anyone affected by childhood cancer within the Yorkshire region and those that have been treated at the Leeds teaching hospitals. So whether the child is on treatment, whether the child's finished treatment, or whether the family have sadly been bereaved, we support all members of their family. The Square offers a lot of services here for families, so we have wellbeing therapies where parents can come over for a massage, reflexology, those sorts of things. We have talking therapies for both adults and children. I think one of the really important things about Candlelighters, and one thing that I do think is one of the best things about the charity, is it's kind of never-ending support for those families that have been affected by childhood cancer, and I think that's a very unique point about us as a charity.
The main thing is to come in and look after yourself. I think that's the key thing. A massive support and like a tower of strength. And I think when you feel like your world's crumbling around you, they were the scaffolding that held you up a lot of the time.